Hi, all, welcome back. So, today I wanted to talk about the importance of being in the right state to receive blessings. So, the universe, whether it feels that way or not, it's always trying to guide you in the right path. It's always trying to, send you some kind of blessings. Sometimes it's a test that ends up being a blessing in disguise, but it's always trying to put you on the path of the higher good. So, but however, when we get lost on our path, or when during times of darkness, when we're just dealing with certain things, or it becomes really difficult, we to get to receive these blessings, to fully for them to come to us and to take effect, because as you know, like attracts like. So when we are in a state of darkness, the only thing that can come to us is more darkness, unless we do something about it. So what does it mean to get back to that receptive state? And that means, you guessed it, shadow work. Basically starting over, uh you know clean the slate, empty the cup, so to speak. It's about letting go of unnecessary baggage, of things that no longer serve us and are no longer good for us. Like that is like, obviously it is important to do that anyway, because we don't want to keep dragging it with us and having it weigh us down. But in addition to that, while we are carrying all this baggage, while we are in this dark state, we like blessings cannot come in to us. Like they're there, but like there's no room. Like when we're so full of this kind of like this dirt, this crap, this regret, this loss, whatever it may be for you, we don't make room. So when you're doing these cleanse, this letting go, this release, you are also like kind of emptying your vessel. As when it's empty, you're making room for the light to come in. So the card that's the card of the day today from the manga deck again, it is the Nine of Cups, and this portrays exactly that. So when it's right side up like this, as you see, all of the cups are empty, and this person is, they're like, okay, universe, bring it, I'm ready for your blessings, send them my way, fill my cups. When it comes upside down, that's when I can tell that the client is not in a receptive state, and they must do their shadow work, their release, their like whatever it needs, whatever it is that they need to do to turn themselves, their lives back around. um and I really like to use this metaphor, right? Pretend like I'm thirsty, right? I'm dying of thirst and I need water. But like, in my cup is dirty. I have mud, like dirty water in my cup that's undrinkable, right? If I drink it, I'll get even more sick and even worse, right? So then someone comes in, right? And like, oh, here's some clean water. But if you put clean water in a dirty cup, that's more dirty water, right? That's still undrinkable. So first you have to empty out the dirty water, clean the cup, then you can receive the clean water and drink it and quench your thirst. So that's why it's so important to it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pretend like it is. I mean, as someone who's gone through it time and again, it's hard. You feel, especially when you feel just so defeated, or and or if you have things like depression and other issues, mental health is involved, or even physical health. It's just you're not thinking about getting out. You just kind of you're trying to still process and stay in that state because you don't have the energy. And you know, it is important to feel everything that you're feeling and to stay in that state at least for a time, just enough for it to sink in, for for you to process what is going on with you. And only then can you reach a point where you can move on in a healthy way and start releasing. And how do you do that? I will do another video more in depth about shadow work. But basically, long story short, you know, therapy helped me a lot. Doing anything spiritual, and it could mean any, it doesn't have to mean like in the traditional sense where you're worshiping or believing or praying, although it can really, basically, like in the video that I covered, connecting with your higher self, doing things for your own good, not for anyone else, and staying true to who you really are. Doing that helps release that too. And then allow it, really really important to just allowing yourself to feel and be very forgiving to yourself and feel what you feel. Basically tell yourself it really is okay to not be okay, right? You're in this state for a reason. Things happened. Maybe you made mistakes, maybe you did nothing wrong at all, you know, it's one of those things. And it's so easy to just blame, you know, curse the universe, or you know, think that we're never gonna get out, just, oh, there's something wrong with me, which I made a video, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. But it's really easy to stay in that state, and it's understandable why. But you have to remember that it is temporary, and your situation will not improve unless you will it to. And that requires this really hard work of releasing this baggage and really kind of starting over, getting back on track. So let's say, like, right, you're following the path, you're on path, everything's great. Somewhere you took a wrong turn, you made a mistake, and you got lost, and you're like wandering around in circles over here. Finally, you get tired of walking in a circle because there's no progress right now. You realize you get sick of nothing's happening, but you can't get back to where you were on the path, right? Because you're all the way over here. The only way you remember where to go is maybe from where you started, or you know, a little bit behind of where you were, and that's okay. Be very kind to yourself as always. Be very patient with yourself. The path is still there, and it is still accessible to you. You just have to realize, you know, there is that path. It never leaves. It's always there. So no matter how lost you get, no matter how down you get, no matter how dirty your cup becomes, you can always go back. So that, and this is why I just wanted to talk about how important it is to work on this release, to go back to a state of blessing, so that, you know, you can start being, you know, a light, you know, the light within you attracting more light coming towards you. And I have had experience multiple times with that, trust me. And so I can definitely confirm that it's really important to try to work through all your issues and your baggage, and really important to just release, feel, process, and release. Only then will you go back on track and get better. And I promise you, as impossible as it may seem, it's very possible. It's up to you. And it's okay. If you want to take a detour and stay lost just a little bit longer, then that's your journey too. You're meant to do that. But always remember, it doesn't have to be that way. And when you're ready, that's really important. You have to be ready. If you force this release before, like you rush it, you don't fully process it, it won't fully leave. It's like basically like when you're washing, right, a dirty cup, and you just kind of basically rinse it real quick, but it's still full of bacteria, and some speckles of dirt are still in there. You're like, okay, just here, it's clean. Give me the water. it's still dirty. You may not see it. I mean, maybe it's a tiny bit cleaner, but the water will still be undrinkable and it'll still make you sick. So you gotta remember, be patient and kind to yourself. And when you're ready, you can, at that point, you can always go back to your path. You don't have to stay. It doesn't have to be that way. It's up to you. So, really hope this helped, and yeah, keep working. Just keep working at it. Always love yourselves. Always be kind. Thanks for watching.